Switch from Hillary Clinton to Barack Obama. This is going to be a very historic night. We're standing by. Later this hour, we'll be hearing from Senator John McCain. We believe in the next hour, we'll be hearing from Senator Hillary Clinton. And finally, we'll be hearing from Barack Obama, who at some point tonight, by all indications, will in fact have clinched the nomination of the Democratic Party. We have extensive coverage coming up throughout these coming hours, but let's walk over to John Roberts. He's over at what we like to call our magic wall, showing us what's going on. These two states, it is possible, even before the polls close at 9 p.m. Eastern in South Dakota and 10 p.m. Eastern in Montana, it is very possible that he will have secured that magic number.
Well, let's take a look at where we are now. 2,118, the new magic number to win. This is where he is. Remember the days when he was way back here? Not back there anymore. He only needs 6 more delegates now in order to cross that finish line. Where can he get those delegates? Let's go here to South Dakota. The polls are closing there. Let's take a look here. Hillary Clinton, the latest polls, American Research Group, was up 60% to 40%. Now, the Clinton campaign thinks that might be a little high, but perhaps it's in the ballpark as well. So let's game it out that way. First of all, let's give her all of the delegates, and then let's chip away at them. A 60-40 split would give her 13 to his 10. He's got 4 superdelegates right now. Let's add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. When he gets there, he has got the nomination. He's got some insurance, too, as well. Let's bring up Montana here. Montana, he is ahead. All of these areas in here, a lot of Democrats in these areas here. Indian reservations up this way down near Billings. He was here at Crow Agency. He was actually named an honorary member of the tribe, Blackfeet Indian Reservation up there. A lot of support for Barack Obama in this state. He is ahead, according to the latest polls, by about 4 or 5 points above Hillary Clinton. So here's the way that things would, here's the way that things would split out for him. Let's bring her up to the top here and take it down. It would probably be 11, or maybe 12 delegates for him, 10 for her. And let's game that out here on our linear graph. Barack Obama right now, 2,112. We add in the results that we just plugged in, 2127. He is over the line. Even if she got all of these superdelegates, she couldn't make it there, so he could potentially be the nominee, depending on how the vote breaks down.
So what you're saying, even if he doesn't secure more superdelegates within the course of the next hour or so, but by the time all the political dust settles tonight, when we know the results of these 2 final primaries, he's going to have more than enough to be the Democratic presidential nominee.
There is some thinking, Wolf, that he is within 6 now. Remember that, 6 away. All of these announcements of superdelegates that have happened since Florida and Michigan were decided got him very, very close to the line. There's a sense here, if you want to play this politically and you want to make it look very good for Barack Obama, you get him within spitting distance with the superdelegates, and then you let the pledge delegates, the ones that people vote for, take him over the top. So I wouldn't be surprised if between now and the time that these results start to come in, we don't hear of any more superdelegates pledging.
But you know what? They've been changing very dramatically, because we have our people that are in constant touch with those superdelegates, and several of them are making decisions flipping from Hillary Clinton to Barack Obama. And in fact, we're ready to make a major announcement right now. All right, so here's what we can tell you right now. The number has gone from 6 to 5. Only 5 more delegates are needed by Barack Obama to secure the nomination. We were saying that the superdelegates are either changing their mind or going from uncommitted or undeclared to declared, to committed for Barack Obama. And right now, the number has moved up to 2,113 that he has. He needs 2,118, so he is only 5 delegates away, and this before we've counted any of the ballots in either Montana or South Dakota. He's going to go over the top tonight. The question is this: will he go over the top before the polls close in South Dakota, an hour later in Montana, or will he have to wait for those polls to actually close? Right now, only five delegates he needs to achieve that magic number. Jessica Yellen is in St. Paul, Minnesota, where Barack Obama is going to be speaking later tonight. Candy Crowley is here in New York, where Hillary Clinton is getting ready to speak to her supporters. Let's go to Jessica first. First of all, for viewers who haven't been paying a whole lot of attention, why St. Paul?
Well, St. Paul Hall is the site of the Republican convention coming up at the end of this summer. It is where John McCain will claim the Republican nomination, and Barack Obama is arriving here to claim this ground as Democratic territory. This is a state that has been blue. It has voted for Democratic presidential candidates since Richard Nixon. But George W. Bush, the current president, came close to winning here in 2004, just 3% away. And the Republicans are trying to put this in the red column in November. Barack Obama is making a stake here tonight, a shot over the bow to the Republicans, saying, no, they will keep it blue. Now, I'll tell you, well, folks gathered here, some waited in line as long as 4 hours. They say they're here to see history made. I asked some of the people who've arrived what they want to hear. They say, some say they want to see Barack Obama, quote, go after John McCain and the GOP. Someone else said they want to see Barack Obama, quote, show us some love. I'm saying they're going to see a little bit of both. David Axelrod from the Obama campaign says they're going to see all of that, and they're also going to savor this night. Wolf. And they're also going to see him make some very conciliatory comments, praiseworthy comments about Hillary Clinton as well. Now, how many people can fit into that stadium where you are right now, which, as you know, happens to be the exact same site where the Republicans will hold their convention in early September? It holds 18,000 people, so you can expect another one of Barack Obama's mega forums tonight. And I actually talked to some Clinton supporters who are here in the audience who are already coming out. They wanted to hear Barack Obama's message. They said they're open to him, but they want to hear what he has to say. A lot of bridges to mend, a lot of healing to be done. He wants to start down that path tonight. And I think a lot of people appreciate, Jessica, and I wonder if the people at that stadium appreciate the historic nature of what we're about to see unfold on live television here in the United States and around the world. A major party in the United States for the first time ever going forward and giving the presidential nomination to an African American. That's right. So many people are here. They brought their kids because they say they want to say they were here when history was made. The first African American to become the nominee of either party in the U.S. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of joy and there's some sadness. Some people who say they are sad to see that it didn't go to Senator Clinton, to the first female. So some mixed feelings, actually, in this audience, but enormous emotion and enormous excitement about the historic nature of tonight, the first African American, and the very exciting candidate for all these young people who are here, a candidate who inspires them to claim this tonight. And it will be electric when he walks into that stadium later. We'll be bringing our viewers, of course, his remarks. That's coming up. Jessica, thanks very much. Let's go to Candy Crowley. She's here in New York. It's a different scene over there where you are, Candy. This is where Hillary Clinton is going to be addressing her supporters. She's got a difficult assignment for her tonight going forward.
She absolutely does. I mean, here's what you will not hear from Hillary Clinton tonight. I concede or I quit. We just asked again, did another round of calls, talked to people here in this room. They said no. She wants to take a breather. She understands the math. She knows what's going on. But she feels, first of all, to history, and second of all, to her supporters, that this needs to be done in a certain way, and that she's been out there on the campaign trail and hasn't really had the time to kind of figure out how it is she wants to do this. I will tell you that this is the time in any primary night when you can see all of the surrogates here talking about what they're hearing from the exit polls and how they think their candidate is going to win and how they're doing with this demographic and that demographic. Let me tell you what the surrogates are talking about tonight. They're here saying there needs to be a unity ticket. She needs to be on this ticket. They are pushing it very hard. As you know, Hillary Clinton herself, in a conference call today with her New York delegation that has been supporting her from the very beginning, said that she would be open to the idea of being number 2 on the ticket. The people here, her supporters, some of them high profile, are not just open to it. They're pushing for it. You will see a big movement online to kind of try to pressure Barack Obama into moving that direction. It's very interesting to me that on what surely is Barack Obama's night, because we know that he is going to go over that magic number and become the presumptive nominee, that on his night, the Clinton campaign does indeed have its share of that headline, as she is floating out there, or her supporters are floating out there, that she would indeed be open to being number 2 on the ticket. Wolf. And no more talk, at least we're not hearing any talk whatsoever about challenging the decision involving Michigan going to a credentials committee, taking this all the way
to the Denver convention. I don't hear any of that talk anymore. We did hear it on Saturday.
We did, and that was the heat of the moment. But I have to tell you, even before Saturday, I had any number of people around here saying, listen, what you have to understand is she understands her place in the party. She is very aware of the role she wants to play in this party, and she is not going to tear it apart. They were saying even before this weekend that, in fact, she didn't want to tear the party apart and would not go to the convention and have a big fight. She will hold true to that, Wolf.
Candy, thanks very much. Candy, the delegate move you'll be interested to know is moving once again. It's now only four delegates he needs in order to secure the Democratic